might see me as weak, but I will show you what lies behind my eyes. We will embrace our suffering, soothe our scars of grief, and break their siege of our minds. You may see them as gods, but we will show you what lies behind their eyes.
First of all, Senua's Saga Hellblade II, which was announced a tad less than 2 years ago, came our way through the Game Awards a month ago with probably the most amazing gameplay, visually speaking, out of the whole show. Now unfortunately, still there is no word of a release date for the game, but we do know it's headed to PCs and Xbox platforms, possibly even later this year. Now in case you're wondering, following the events of the first game.
Smell their fear.
He's here. Death is coming.
Look at the bones.
Death is coming.
Look at the bones. That's going to be you. That's going to be everyone. No one's ever killed a giant before. What makes you think you can stay down?
Those whose eyes are clouded by fear are besieged by the ghosts that haunt them. Senua saw that to win the war we must break this siege. Break it with an unshakable truth. Break it with an impossible feat.
Why are you back, Isaac? I'm looking for someone.
Talking about games that have an actual release window. Wrong Does, which was announced only a couple of months ago, in case you have missed out on, a survival horror open world game much in the same vein as the Silent Hills, but then a little more cinematic, or at least it's what developers are aiming for. This game is now coming to the PCs, Xbox Series X and the PlayStation 5 using Unreal Engine 5, apparently, and due out early to mid 2023. Check it out in case you've missed it.
你想跳出三界之外，图个清净自在；还有你无所挂碍，吃顿饱饭便善哉善哉。
Now, Black Myth, on the other hand, although the last time that actually came out away was almost 6 months ago, was actually one of the first games to be announced that is using Unreal Engine 5. Now, Game Science, the Chinese developers behind the game, back then announced that we're actually getting one more update on the game this year, and then a full release into PCs, PlayStation 5, and also Xbox Series X early to mid 2023. So keep it in mind.
Ну, давай, малюй картину маслом!
Stalker 2 Heart of Chernobyl is without a doubt one of the biggest releases of 2022. One that's being built using Unreal Engine 5 and a Microsoft exclusive. The game itself has been in development for quite a while, and it's right now actually the longest awaited AAA game in the making. And just in case you're new to, simply touted as an open-world, first-person survival horror game. Check this out.
Ну не знаю. Между аномалией и маслиной я уже лучше пулю выберу.
Вот ты говоришь, а я прям вижу красоту эту. Не первый год в зоне, вроде примелькалась уже, а каждый день удивляет.
So, what now?
Haven't you ever watched a movie before? Shoot the tires.
Say no more.
The Matrix Awakens is single-handedly probably the most recent mind-blowing Unreal Engine 5 project in the making that you can actually have hands on, in case you haven't already. It's a bit of a shame that you can't have hands on this one on the PCs, but still, if you do own an Xbox Series X or a PlayStation 5, you're good to go. Now check it out. This game's actually on its full development plan and into a true open world setting in the Matrix universe, I've heard, due out in its full mid to late 2023.
Trinity? They're on the car! Who's the roof? My pleasure! Sorry, boys!
Wow. The city must have been truly beautiful.
On the other hand, we have Echoes of the End. Totally new to me, although this game was actually announced like almost a year ago. Back then touted as one of the biggest projects out of an indie developer if we're talking action adventures. Now, this game kind of looks like it's in the same vein as what Square Enix has been cooking for a while, you know, the game that goes by Forspoken, but as you can see, a tad different. Now, check this out. This game's coming to the next generation platforms and PCs only sometime later.
What's up there?
One of those old wards.
Everything all right?
Yes, just getting a good look at it. Are you getting anxious alone?
Just having a hard time making small talk on my own.
Cyberpunk bounty hunting game. If that sounds like something you'd be interested in, although personally speaking that sentence has all the correct elements of a video game that go together, so why the hell not? Vigilante 2099, which is basically Cyberpunk 2077 out of an indie developer and using Unreal Engine 5, a bit more of a Blade Runner-y thing, is at the moment targeting PCs and the next generation consoles due out early to mid next year. Check this out in case you've missed it.
So, what's the status?
Just confirmed our source. He's been here. Even better, he's a regular.
Meaning?
If you like first-person shooters and survival horror games, at some point last year you probably came across Ill, which I have reason to believe one of the most interesting games out of an indie developer that just moved this aesthetic into Unreal Engine 5. Now, this actually came our way once again no more than a handful of days ago, in addition to a new trailer showcasing the new engine. So check this out in case you've missed it.
I think there's vampire in this.
Really? What does it taste like? Be specific.
Like blood and death and strawberry.
Redfall, on the other hand, is basically Left 4 Dead with a dash of Fortnite to it and some Deathloop to the mix, and Deathloop mainly because it's being developed by the same folks, which go by Arkane Studios in case you are new to. Now, this game is at the moment one of the biggest Battle Royale 4-player co-op titles on the horizon, which thankfully it's even got a release date of summer 2022. Just a shame though that it's only coming to PCs and the Xbox Series X. Check it out.
Yep. Don't miss.
Don't touch me!
Look! A new one!
Vivo, venite! Go, go!
Now, in case you haven't figured this out yet, there's quite a bit of attempt out there for indie developers to make a really good Dead Space clone, just as good or even better. I mean, there is a Dead Space remake on the horizon and also the Callisto protocol that's being developed by the same creator, but one of the top clones of the Dead Space formula that's being developed for years now goes by Quantum Error. Check it out in case you've missed it. This one's actually being built using Unreal Engine 5 and into the next generation platforms in addition to PCs next year.
What for? So I can hang myself from all this boredom?
Just look for the goddamn rope, Daniel. Sorry. Hey, look, I know it's your birthday and all, but this is gonna be a lot easier than you think.
Bet. So, Laura Croft, got any coordinates for this rope?
Nope.
Stray Souls, on the other hand, which you can pretty much have hands-on on a demo of it on Steam, in case you do enjoy survival horror shooter games. Basically a game with the aim to bring back a lot of Silent Hill nostalgia back into the scene, with the addition of first-person perspective in portions, is what they said, and an Unreal Engine 5 into the mix. Now check this out, this game's a PC exclusive at the moment and due out in its full sometime next year.
Nice. Time to relive my childhood and ride the slide.
And last but not least, actually one of the most incredible titles announced in 2021, but mainly due to graphics represented and the fact that you can actually play this game in a third and first person perspective in a dystopian 2087 Berlin open world setting, heavily narrated apparently, revolving around the mystery murder case. Now check this out, this game is coming in probably early next year and into the next generation of platforms and also PCs.